This week on the Mothership Podcast.
About people's children, so I'll stop. But yeah.
If she can't control her kids, she can't control her
Yeah,
kids.
anyway, you know what, Gwyneth, yeah? Aren't you friends with Courtney, yeah? So,
Give her some candles.
Yeah, not the pussy candle for the children.
Not for the children.
Not for the children.
No, but they don't look like they're just hyped up on sugar and all the drugs.
Yeah, but I just think that's because we're looking at it from a British perspective, because I feel like if Americans were to watch the cracked out people that we have on our reality TV, they would be saying the same thing. What about you, Will?
Yeah, I think something either like Robot Wars would be amazing.
So you could touch up more robots.
I love robots.
Fucking pissed.
I'd like to do one physical, like white.
Physical?
Listen, yeah, I just.
Get ready to meet two of the fiercest drag queens in the game. We follow the fabulous lives of two drag queens as they navigate the ups and downs of the cutthroat world of drag. From glitz to glamour to drama and shade, these queens are ready to work it and show you what it takes to be the best in the biz.
Raggedy ass bitch.
Ugly hoe?
Bitch, you have a sugar daddy.
Yeah, maybe I do. At least I can get a sugar daddy.
Well, that's all I got for you. I can't be arsed.
Your
Not worth my
ankles
time.
smell of bleach. You bleached up ankle bitch. Oh god. So today we're talking about reality television and scene.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good, yeah, I love you too. Cut to the confessional. The most controversial thing I've seen Mel do on the podcast, or it's not so much what I've seen her do, it's what I've seen her not do, is be funny.
Well, you know, she's just a walking stereotype as it is anyway. Smokes weed, 3 phones, clearly a drug dealer. This bitch.
Oh my god, can I just say, talking head confessionals is one of my favourite inventions of humankind. I fucking love a talking head confessional. There's just something so entertaining about it to me.
Well, it's because it's like they don't remember that it's going to be watched
Oh yeah.
by people.
But also I just love like some people, obviously some people's talking heads are not entertaining, but when someone is entertaining as a talking head, like, oh my goodness. So we're talking about reality TV today. Are we all reality TV watchers in some way? Because I know there's a lot of different reality TV, you know, something like Great British Bake Off is reality TV, but also so is Drag Race or Real Housewives or Love Island or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
So-
I don't know whose reality that is.
So I don't watch that much reality TV. The most I watch is Drag Race.
Of course, yeah.
And then like a few like competition shows.
Yeah.
But they're usually kind of just to pass the time, and
Yeah.
it's like I like watching.
Oh, it's definitely good, like, background
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. What about you, Will? I imagine... I mean, I know you've watched Drag Race in your time, like...
Yeah, not so much like, yeah, Drag Race, and I guess a few like, hey, we're gonna help you build your house, and like, Real Housewives, but only really when we lived together. But I loved it.
Oh, when we
were,
we like had a whole era of watching a whole era of watching. Well, it was New York I watched with you guys, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Georgia maybe.
No, Atlanta.
Which
Which is in Georgia.
That's it.
But it's Real
Because of
Housewives
the
of Atlanta.
peaches.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. The infamous peach. You're a peach holder. You that bitch. But
I don't really watch it in my own time.
Yeah.
You know, and some of them really, really anger me.
Some of the
Some of, like
Oh my god. So I would say I probably, like, surprisingly, and even surprising to myself, when I actually realized like how many reality shows I actually do watch, and then I'm like, am I a reality TV fan? Because I almost feel like even some of the ones I watch, I know they're bad, or I know there's some mess, like Real Housewives of New York. Those women, could I hang out with them? Like, there's no way. There is no way, but there's just something so entertaining about watching a bunch of rich white women who do nothing, get drunk, and just
do nothing,
exist.
Yeah.
Season 3 of that show is the most iconic, or one of the most iconic seasons of television ever. It is just ridiculous. Like the Kelly... Will, could you do the clickety-clack and find out what that... Because she's an actress before she was on Real Housewives, and she's been in stuff. Like, she was in, like, Star Troopers.
Okay.
You know, the film with the bugs?
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
Her name from Real Housewives, Kelly something. Every time I say Kelly, I go to say Kelly Mantle.
Kelly Dodd?
Is that her name?
I don't know.
From Real Housewives of New York?
Yeah, I mean, I would show you a photo, but I don't know if you'd be able to see.
Show me, I'll be able to recognise her. God, that could be her. I don't know. Shit. God, I really underestimate how bad my eyes are. I could not tell from... That was a white lady with brown hair. It could be her.
She's from Orange County.
No, you want Kelly... Type in Kelly Scary Island. Trust and believe the right Kelly will come up. If you've seen Real House...
Kelly Killer and Ben Simon. Ben Simon?
Ben Simo or something.
Ben Simon.
Ben Simon, yeah, something like that. But she loses her fucking rag on this trip. Do you remember that episode, Will?
I do.
And do you remember I told, because I'd seen it before these lot had seen it, and I said, or I'd seen the clips, I hadn't seen like the whole episode, and I said, this is like iconic. I don't know what exactly is about to happen, but they're on this trip, and I knew this trip was coming, and I was like, apparently this is just ridiculous. And wasn't it just? Like, we were smoking a bit while we were watching the episode, but I just remember like, it was just a whole hour of this one scenario, because usually in reality shows like they cut to different days and stuff like and whatever the story move. This episode is this situation just it going on, but yeah, I am a bit of a I come in and out of it. Drag Race, I'm pretty consistent. I've been watching that for over 10 years, so but I do like the Real Housewives. I've never seen any British Real Housewives. I know that there are like Real Housewives of Cheshire and stuff. I don't know, but I've not watched any of them. But I watch like Atlanta, Potomac, New York, Beverly Hills sometimes. I know I'm aware of the other shows, and I know what, like, if you was to ask me like a question, I could probably answer like big, like, oh, what happened in this show, or who's the most iconic housewife from this franchise or whatever. And then like I was a big fan of Braxton Family Values when that was airing, but that's because I love Toni Braxton and the Braxton sisters, and that show for me was like watching the Kardashians with talent. Like, no shade, because actually,
if you're about to say they have,
I did not watch the Keeping Up with Kardashians, but I did watch I did watch the last couple of seasons of it, and then I watched the first season of The Kardashians on Disney Plus. Because there was something at that point that was entertaining about the Kardashians to me. I don't know what it was.
Oh,
like,
can't stand
they're not
it.
as entertaining as Braxton Family Values or Real Housewives or anything like that. So, I kind of fell off the show. But there was a moment where I was intrigued.
For me, with them specifically as well, it just seemed so forced. Like, I've only ever seen clips, and it just doesn't seem natural. It seems like they are
I think a
working
lot
with
of
the
their
producers.
I think a lot of their early seasons have that vibe for sure, because a lot of it is just like
when they're just beating on each other for like existing in the same space. It's like, you've been living together your whole lives. Like, you argue and shit, but you wouldn't just go, it'd be really funny if I just knock you upside your head.
Well,
right now.
I don't know if those bits, because are you talking about when like Kim and Courtney fought? Because I was watching that season. I don't think that was put on. I think the beef that they were having that season was real. It was real. Because seriously, I know you've like seen clips, but when you watch the season, like Courtney and Kim would like say things, and you could just tell like Courtney literally just wanted to strangle the shit out of her, like because she was saying stuff like yeah. But well, I mean, I was kind of Team Kim in that scenario. I'm not gonna get into it now because whatever. But anybody that watches Kardashians, like, if you're, let us know if you were Team Kim or Team Courtney. I was a bit Team Kim because Courtney just kind of gets on my tits a little bit. Like, she really does. Like, she just has such a whiny voice. They all have whiny voices, but like, she has a really whiny voice, and she just says a lot of words without actually saying anything. And people like that drive me mad. Like when they're saying it in a way where it's like meant to be profound and stuff, but she'll be like, this will be Kourtney Kardashian. I cannot do an impression of her. There is this girl on YouTube that can do like this perfect impression of Kourtney Kardashian, but anyway. But she'll say something like, salad is like lettuce, tomato, cucumber, sauce, and then when you mix it, it's like still a salad. That's like amazing. She's never said
just stupid shit,
but something like it'll be this long ass sentence. You get to the end, you're like, oh, where's this going? And then it's just
nothing.
No, I could have done without that sentence completely. But and also like, shouldn't really be talking about people's children, but like the way she her whole thing is like, I'm this mother, I'm the mother. This is why I don't do nothing, but like this is why she's like, that's her role in the family. Like, she's not here to be Kim or Kylie and be like business or Kendall and be a model. She just wants to be a mum. But like, her children are out of control. So I'm like, the other women are busier than you, but their children are polite, kind, just kids. Her children, y'all go, if you want to understand what I'm talking about, watch the interview with Kris Jenner, Kourtney Kardashian, and just like half of the Kardashian children. Like, Kourtney's got like all the kids there, like Kim's kids, everything, and they're on the Ellen show. But you see all the Kardashian kids there. The rest of them are so polite and so, just very calm and all of that. And Kourtney's kids are just. I shouldn't really be talking about people's children, so I'll stop. But yeah.
If she can't control the kids, she can't control the kids.
Yeah, anyway, you know what, Gwyneth, yeah? Aren't you friends with Kourtney, yeah? So,
give her some candles.
Yeah, not the pussy candle for the children.
No. Not for the children.
Not for the children.
For her.
To calm her shit down, but also let her know that we're here for Kourtney. If Kourtney wants some parenting advice from us, send her to us, okay? To her. Because who is going to raise children better than two black cross-dressers? I challenge you to name me one demographic that can do it better. Silence. Oh, I can click with these gloves. Yes, bitch. Oh, anyway. Are we reaching a break?
Yeah. We've got 4 minutes.
Okay. So,
I have a list of the subgenres of reality TV shows.
Okay.
Which I thought we could see if we can name one from each category.
Okay.
The first one is game docs.
Game docs.
So that's like
Wipeout
reality game
stuff.
shows. Yeah, like Wipeout.
Oh, okay.
And
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, even like
Who Wants to Be a
Family
Millionaire.
Feud.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's reality TV. It's real people going to compete for money.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's reality TV, yeah, for sure.
It's almost the most genuine because it's just normal people getting things wrong and right because of their own knowledge.
Well,
because that's technically in the same vein as Drag Race.
No, but like, there's a very clear difference between American game shows and British ones. They look like they are on all the drugs.
Who do?
The contestants.
In what country?
America. Have you seen Family Feud?
Girl, I think you are misremembering some of the people that go on British TV. Look, we've said it before.
They're cracked out, but not in the same way.
Crackheads gonna be crackheads wherever the hell they are.
No, but they're cracked out in a different way.
Ugh. No, girl, I don't see it. I think it's about equal. They had Jerry Springer, we had Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah, but that ain't a game show.
Okay, fine, but like, there's literally the same.
No, I know, but like, okay. Have you seen The Floor Is Lava?
Yes. Oh, the floor. Oh, yeah. Will, you've seen that too, haven't you?
Oh, it's great.
We love that.
It's great.
Yeah. But some of them get on my fucking tits.
Oh yeah, but
Do you remember them
there are
triplets?
game shows in the UK that are as cheesy as that, like fucking Total Wipeouts like that.
No, but they don't look like they're just hyped up on sugar and all the drugs.
Yeah, but I just think that's because we're looking at it from a British perspective, because I feel like if Americans were to watch the cracked out people that we have on our reality TV, they would be saying the same thing, because a crackhead, as I said before, I say it once, I say it again, crackhead gonna be a crackhead. Alright? Wherever they are, whatever language they speak, whatever colour their skin in, a crackhead gonna be a crackhead. If you're gonna take anything away from this podcast, it'll be that. Alright? Understand that the crackheads in your life are gonna be crackheads, yeah?
What's another genre then?
Yeah.
Okay, the next genre is my least favourite.
Oh.
Dating programs. Yeah.
It's so, I don't think I've ever seen one that's like genuine, that I feel like is genuine, or like when you think it's genuine, then you go and look up on, online later, and you find out they broke up like a week later.
The only one I think I would consider genuine would be Naked Attraction.
I don't think I've watched a full episode of that.
I've watched ones that friends are in. Because I know a couple of people that have been on it. I don't.
They have that other one.
I did find a hilarious clip that just came up when I randomly decided to open Twitter, because I don't use it. I literally have it to follow Japanese bands. But there was a hilarious clip where it showed this gay couple. And apparently they just went and filmed straight after the show.
What do you mean filmed?
I'll show you the clip.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Go for it.
What do you mean by filmed?
OnlyFans, bitch.
Okay. Cool. Well,
Ethan Peck, where's the OnlyFans? Shit.
Today!
I'm waiting.
everyone go watch that and we'll take a break.
What? Ethan Peck's OnlyFans? Is it out? Oh my god. Twiddly worth things. Let's go. And we're black.
And Will.
So Will, you were should we still talk about these subcategories? What other subcategories are there?
So the next one is makeover programs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this includes obviously like make over your home or make over your garden or make over your face. Like,
do you remember Changing Rooms?
No. I'm not a big I would only ever really watch those shows if they were already on. I would never put those shows on, if you know what I mean.
See,
like any kind of like House Hunter thing like that or whatever. Like if someone's got it on, I'll like sit there and watch it and I'll make my little comments or whatever. But like, you know, I don't like seek out those shows. Ain't got no spaceship, no magic, no nothing, no screaming people, no screaming housewives. Like
no, but Changing Rooms was fun because essentially the way that it was kind of marketed was they had like rich people and then they had people that they would basically help out.
Right.
By like
the peasants.
You so poor, we're gonna sort your house out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then there was just like people like, well, we don't really know what to do, so we're just gonna pay someone else to do it. And then they would come in as well.
Yeah.
And then they did a kids one.
Right.
But it was the kids in charge of making over the house.
Oh God.
Me and my brother campaigned so many times to try and get on that show.
Oh my God, my mum would have never let me and my sister make such foolish
They were putting
decisions.
slides, ball pits.
I mean, camp, because to be fair, as an adult, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm gonna do as a fucking adult.
But like they got, so one house, I think they got rid of the stairs and it was just a slide to get.
How'd they get up?
A ladder.
Oh, camp. Camp.
But yeah, that was a funny one. And I like gardening, so I liked watching some of the garden ones.
Yeah.
Oh God, Ground Force, I think it was.
Don't know that.
It was more interesting at the time.
Yeah. What are some of the top reality shows rated in? Yeah, that's actually a good question. What are me praising my own question? That's what are some of the best rated reality shows of all time?
I'm on it.
Clickety-clacking.
Okay, this is Esquire.com.
Okay, with a fancy name like that, let's hear it.
Okay, I think this list starts at number 1. MTV's The Real World.
Well, that did basically like kick off a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
wasn't that the one that Paris Hilton and thingy were on?
Was Paris Hilton on The Real World? I don't think she was. The Real World was like normal people. Like, the Real World is like Big Brother, I think.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It starts with, "This is the true story of 7 strangers.
Yeah.
Picked to live in a loft and
Yeah.
have their lives taped." So yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2 is...
I feel like it was Big Brother before Big Brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Survivor.
Yeah, that is very popular. That's been going on for so long as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never watched a full
No.
season. I've only ever seen clips. I've seen like iconic moments from the show.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
Number 3, The Bachelor.
The Bachelor. Just going back to Survivor though, Survivor has a fan base like Drag Race.
Yeah.
Like it's not as big as Drag. As in,
Sometimes
like,
there's crossovers like Mona.
oh yeah, for sure. But as in like the way the fan base is about Survivor is very similar to how the fan base is about Drag Race. But yeah, what did you just say after that?
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor. Poo.
Yeah.
Poo.
Let's be racist to the one black girl we wanted to put in the cast.
Yeah, I know.
Number 4, you might not have heard of this one, Drag Race.
To be fair, it definitely deserves to be in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
It's probably like, but yeah, that's quite good. It's up that high.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it has probably been more influential than any of those shows in terms of what it's, because not only has it changed, because like not so much for the reality
It started
TV
out
thing,
as just purely queer media, and now it's in the mainstream.
but also like what it's done for just culture in general, like in all aspects of performance. But yeah,
Number 5, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
you can't deny its influence, you know, and
Unfortunately.
it did run for 20 seasons. That is quite
That's
impressive,
20 seasons too much.
and all their spin-offs and shit as well.
This is a genre that you might not have realised, but obviously is. Music reality shows, such as number 6, American Idol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're definitely reality shows.
I'm not as big a fan of them. Like we used to watch them mostly when I was at my nan's, because she just loves watching them. Oh, God, never ask her to talk about Leona Lewis or who was the guy that won that was from London. Oh, God.
I don't know, but obviously I know a lot about Leona because she went to Brit, so we got a lot of
Leona
backstage
Lewis
tea of her signing.
lived like just down the road while she was growing up, and then it's really gonna bug me. I think Lamar, but he used to live 2 roads down from my nan.
Lamar.
So
don't remember Lamar.
You'd know his song.
Definitely from X Factor.
It was either from Pop Idol or
Oh,
it was one of
right.
the early ones.
Yeah.
If I remember.
Oh, Lamar the singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Pop Idol. Yeah. I know too much. I've known a lot of people that have done X Factor, The Voice, Got Talent. I've known a lot of people that have done it, so I know for many years I've known so much behind the scenes tea that it's put me off those shows completely.
Well, yeah,
like obviously as a not as a contestant. I wasn't even talking as a contestant, but also The Voice. Yeah, fucking was like not bullied, but like harassing me for like 2 years straight. Like I could show you the emails right now from years ago. Like harassment. Like I'm not fucking kidding. Like I had like at one point, I think 1 year I had like a couple of producers, but 1 year I had like 4 or 5 producers like messaging me on every single possible thing, like emails especially, but saying like the things they will say to you.
We want you.
Yeah, like they do everything they can to make you think that like you're the winner, that you're that next one. And obviously I did not fall for that. I didn't even contemplate.
Because you went to Brit school.
No, but it's not. No.
It's
It's not even that. No, it's actually not even that. Because before the year I auditioned for Brit School, oh God, here's where I spill some deep cut tea about myself. So a bitch almost made it on Disney Channel. Ooh, and there may still be some things online, but I will not be directing you guys to them.
Find them.
But no, you won't be able to. But well, you might, but do not. Don't fucking do me like this. Don't do it. All right, don't. But
don't you start with me.
But a bitch almost made it on Disney, on Disney Channel through a competition, and so like I had already had that experience as a 13-year-old, and then I dropped out in the final round, and in fact, ironically, so did someone else who also was already a Brit School student. I had auditioned, but I hadn't got in yet, and then I got in like after I dropped out of the competition, and I was like, whoosh. But bitch, the girl that won that, she put out one song. It was on the Tangled soundtrack, and I ain't seen nothing since. And sometimes I do Google her every once in a while just to be like, oh, I wonder what she's doing. Nothing. Like, no, not her fault. The contract was shit. That was why we left. Like, that was why me and my mum were like, oh, hell no. We were like, oh, hell no. Like, you literally... Well, I didn't sign no NDA. At that point, I don't know what it's like now, but at that point, Disney Channel...
A long time ago.
Girl, I don't know, because I used to... I think at this point, if I had won and been signed to their Hollywood records, whatever the fuck, maybe I wouldn't still be on it now, but I probably wouldn't be long off it. I feel like it was I can't remember all the specifics of the contract, but it was intense. It was intense. And for one song on a film not even the main song of the film, girl, anyway. But reality TV shows, the music ones, never. And also, like, it's not about, like, they present it as like we're trying to find talent. It's never about that. It's about the same thing. People. Yeah, it's about the same thing every reality show is about. It's about storyline. It's about, I guess it's kind of silly for us to be sitting here looking like this and not talk about Drag Race. So, like, I think it's safe to say that both of us are people that have
consumed.
No, I was going to say consider doing Drag Race.
That too.
Like, I've always said, like, I don't count it in or out, but definitely in the last, like, 6 months, I've definitely been leaning more towards it, just because when you do drag longer, you start to develop skills, and I'm like, oh, bitch, I might be funny. Because I knew I could sing and dance, whatever, but then I'm like, oh, bitch, I'm funny. Oh, bitch, when I actually can be bothered to put on some lashes, I can do a look. Like, So... and even things like recently, well, I ain't gonna say on camera, but like my Snatch Game ideas, no one's done any of my choices, so I'm like...
both cracked each other up our Snatch Game stuff.
So, I've not applied for Drag Race before, so if I was to apply this year, would be the first time. But like, I think I'm definitely very aware it's a reality TV show.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do think Drag Race is one of the best ones out there for you to showcase talent.
Yes.
Of course, trickery and foolery be happening. We all watch the show, we know.
And obviously there's some delusion.
But also then, even some, sometimes like when you can tell there was a production decision.
Yeah.
But then when you think about it, you're like, oh, well, it kind of does make sense. Like, do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they're still producing a TV show, and they still, they still need to make it entertaining for people to watch. So I get it.
Halfway through their makeup, and then someone has to bring up something that's dramatic.
Yeah. Or even just like when certain people get eliminated and stuff, it's like, oh, this was set. Like, you kind of know, like, okay, this person didn't need to be in the bottom. You can justify them being in the bottom, but I get why you're putting them in the bottom, because so I would understand, or I would hope to understand, or to still remember that going into it, if I did go into it, I'm here to showcase my talent, but I gotta understand that in the game, in the game, I'm here to play a character in the producer's eyes, so I get that. Like, I get that. So I don't think I would ever go into it being like, obviously winning would be great. And it would be and I would fight to win. Oh yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, this is just such an amazing platform, and and also it just looks like so much fun to be part of. Yeah. As I said, talking heads are one of my favorite things in life, and I think we could all agree.
Season 15 at the moment.
Oh yeah.
I am living for the
Mistress is just the talking head, and Lux. I love the way
Mistress
Lux talks.
And Lux.
Yeah.
Are just and. The thing I love about them as well, like, they're currently getting a lot of flack at the moment because they're the shady ones that, like, can actually give it back to you if you.
But y'all are trying to pretend that that's not what you love about drag queens. All these people that are giving them a shit are people that have never been to a drag show.
Yeah.
Because you have no idea. Because here's the thing, we just did a roast yesterday.
We're cunts.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But actually, in all seriousness, we're not cunts. The thing is that, look at us, we don't take life too fucking seriously. Or at least most of us don't, you know what I mean? There's some people, But we're fucking clowns. We're fucking clowns, and this is all a layer of bullshit, yeah. And I'm not wearing a wig or whatever, but it's still like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's a layer of bullshit. This is my armor. We roast each other and read each other because it makes us laugh. Like, we don't take none of it personally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at the beginning, I called her ugly bitch. Of course, she's not ugly bitch. Do you know what I mean?
And this one's a blind bitch.
That's not even a joke. That is just the truth. That is just the truth.
And that's why it's funny.
It's not a joke.
But no, like, the fact that people are getting pissed off because people that they don't know filmed something a year ago,
literally,
have already sorted the things out between them privately.
Well, and it sounds like some people did and some people didn't.
Are you surprised with the people that clearly...
Can I just say, Lucy LaDuca's exit this episode was so... First of all, her exit line was funny. She said, she was crying and she was like, I just want people to know, don't tell people I'm just a great pair of tits. I'm also a great pair of legs. That made me laugh. But when she was leaving... And again, this is like, I understand the trickery of production. I get it. Mm-hmm. They ask them when they leave, like, how do you feel? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you should have been eliminated? And I'm sure they ask all the people almost the same.
An array of exit questions that you go
and then they just pick the things that fit the storyline. And her storyline was delusion the whole season. So they picked the cut. They picked the cut where she's like, I shouldn't have gone home. I am the most unique drag queen that has ever been on Drag Race. No, fuck that. I am the most unique drag queen in the world. Fucking, I inspired RuPaul.
I'm not surprised.
She didn't say all of that, but she did. But she did pretty much. Like, she was like, no one deserves to be in the. It was so funny to me that, like, after everything, it ended with delusion. But again, delusion. Like,
convince yourself.
I can't say that if I was her, I would be too happy with my portrayal on that either.
No,
but I don't think I would have ended up. I don't think I would have given them the material.
Something would have clicked and been like, actually, I kind of did say those things, didn't I?
But that's the thing. I don't think I even would. Even in my, and I get it, the pressure cooker of that competition. We can't imagine yet. But obviously, we've done competitions and done intense competitions as well. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, that's not how I react under pressure. I don't start bigging myself up and then trying to like shade other people. That, in fact, I'm like the opposite. Like under pressure, I'm like, bitch, your shit. Every time I'm like, step your shit up, step your shit. Like even when I've like done, even with like the roast yesterday, like with the, I'm like, okay, I wanted to watch my set back so I could critique and do better. Even though everyone said I did a great job, but for me, I'm like, it's not enough. Yeah. Even if it's great, it's not enough because you can do better. Yeah. Like, you can always improve. But
we're both very self-critical people.
So like, for sure.
I've applied a few times, but I've always taken myself out at the last minute. Because I was like...
You psych yourself out?
Well, no, the first one was because there was some shit going on. And I was not in the best place. So like when it got to that point where I just had like one last bit to film, I was quite upset that day. So I was like, not doing it. I'll try again another year. Yeah. Thought I would go for it the next year, but then just before like the last few bits, you have to start sending in and stuff. Was like, actually, I started doing drag a little bit more. I've grown a little bit. My wardrobe's a bit more expansive now, and I'm learning a few more techniques that I want to see how it goes. Then the next year, I started working at a new place, and was doing again more regular gigs, and different types of gigs as well. And I was like, "Ooh, actually, I want to see how far I can take this." It's like every year, I'm just like, and then last year was just I was late.
That bitch was late. Should run LCP time. But okay, so here's a question for the groom, because I don't know how we're doing on time, but I feel like we must be approaching 45.
No, we've got about 13 minutes left.
Okay. Well, why don't, for this last section, why don't we wait? Are we gonna take another break?
I don't think we need to.
My bladder might need to.
Jesus.
Let's do that then. Let's take a break.
Okay. Don't you clickety clack.
We blackety black.
And we'll be right back. Don't want to get pissy hands. and we're black. So I have a question for the group for the last section.
Okay.
So let's exclude Drag Race for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
If you could compete on any reality TV show, just for, like, obviously, we probably wouldn't in real life, let's be honest. But what would you want to do? What would you want to do? Will, why don't you start?
I think Mel should start. She's got one.
Okay, go on.
Crystal Maze.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I fucking loved Crystal Maze growing up. Second to that would be Robot Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't build no robots though. I would love to do that, but I can't do that. What about you, Will?
Yeah, I think something either like Robot Wars would be amazing.
So you could touch up more robots.
I love robots.
Fucking pissed.
I'd like to do one physical, like wipe.
Physical.
Listen, yeah, I just.
How does it always get like this in every episode now? Or every 2 episodes?
like Ninja Warrior or Wipeout something. I would do badly, but it would be fun. Or do you remember Scrap Heap Challenge?
Yes.
No.
So basically, there were 2 teams in a scrap heap just full of junk, and obviously there was like, we're going to put this perfectly working engine here for you. And they had to build these machines to complete these tasks.
Right.
Like cross this river or drive over this dirt track.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it was like, hey, 4 perfectly matching wheels. What a coincidence. We must, like, obviously the producers put them there. But yeah, something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that I would love to do, and I imagine us two doing it, or if it wasn't me and you, it'd be me and my sister, is The Amazing Race. Do y'all know that?
Oh, where you have to find your way.
You go round the world, basically, like, cool. and you. It's a race round the world.
If we did that,
it would be so. Well, if it was me and you, and it's no shade to Billy, and Billy, you know, if it was me and you, we would have a chance. Chaos. Yeah, we would have a chance to win, and it would be more like us just like being competitive, like pushing each other, and like, you know, shading the other teams and whatnot. But if it was me and Billy,
that's just pure TV gold.
The fucking chaos. When Billy came, when I was already working at McDonald's and then she started working at McDonald's, I said to the managers, do not let me train Billy. Do not. And who trained Billy? Me. And it was just comedy gold for everyone else. Hell for me. It was so much hell. It was so much, but yeah, like, oh my God, The Amazing Race. I would love, but there's like, I'm not in any life situation to where it would happen. I would love to be on a Real Housewives show. Just for the shits and giggles, because I mean, you don't always need a husband. Like, it's very loose, the term housewife for those shows. Like, if anything, you're looked down upon if you are a housewife, to be fair. Like, I mean, you're not, but like, it's kind of like, girl, what do you do? Like, what do you do with this platform? But yeah, I would probably pick that. I mean, I feel like I would. No, a show I'm always interested by, but I would never want to do it, is Big Brother. Like, I'm interested by that concept, but I hate living with people. So I just like, well, not hate living with people, but strangers.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, you get comfortable after the first couple of days. No, girl, I'm sorry.
No.
I'd still be
some of the shit.
Girl, and then people on those shows be doing some nasty things on TV. And I understand the cameras. Girl, I know, and I understand the cameras are hidden and shit. But how the fuck you go forget that you are on TV? Like, I mean, if you're fine with doing those things on TV, then fine. That's your zhuzh. But it seems like most of these people aren't.
No.
When they come off of the TV.
Because they forget.
Yeah, but how you be forgetting? I wouldn't forget.
I'd be like, right,
every single time I walked. Forget even the cameras being a reminder. Walking out of any room and seeing all these strangers is a reminder to me that I am not at home. I am not at home. I am not safe. There are and then I'd be like, okay, where am I? Oh, I'm in the Big Brother house. What's the Big Brother house? Oh, it's a TV show. Bitch, I'm on TV. Put the dick away. Take the champagne bottle out. Like, do you know what I mean though? It's like, how do these people forget? I mean, I get it. I get it, but
that was the only other show I could properly say that I was addicted to for a while.
Oh yeah,
because I used to watch it religiously.
Yeah,
and I think I stopped just after the series that had Nikki and Pete.
Oh no, I watched that series. I remember that series.
She?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Oh
it's
god.
It's cold, big brother. I'm gonna get wind.
And that's another thing. Reality TV is the place of memes.
Yes.
Like obviously fiction and that create memes as well, but nothing creates a meme like. You could literally have a whole conversation with Nene Leakes memes. You really could. You really could. Oh my god.
I mean, the amount of GIFs that we share. That are just
oh my god.
Quotes from reality TV shows.
Oh my god. Fucking Nene Leakes gets me together. Also, Tiffany New York Pollard, Karen Hugler from The Real Housewives of Potomac. God, yeah. But those three are like my GIF go-tos. Like,
well,
yeah.
You know the one that I deliberately downloaded so I could use it in our little group chat.
What one was that?
The one where she's laughing and then she takes off her wig.
No way! I gotta take this off because my brain it gotta clear up.
Oh yeah, I don't know what show that's from.
You did remember at one point.
I did remember because I saw. It's either Love and Hip Hop or Married to Medicine or something like. Yeah, but yeah, I guess weirdly I am a reality. Yeah, I am like weirdly a reality TV fan, which is weird because like all the other things that I consume are so like, you know, I feel like most people, like my last boyfriend really hated that I was into like Real House, because like Real Housewives would air on a Sunday, so I'd watch it on the Monday morning.
Okay.
And he'd be like, I hate that I wake up and I just hear all these women chirping and da 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 da. And I'm like, then get out. Well, as you can see, I finally got rid of him. Finally got rid of that motherfucker. Yeah. It's fine. He's blocked me on everything. He doesn't. Oh, has he? I don't know. It's weird. He keeps blocking me, unblocking me. I don't know. Occasionally, yeah, I know. Fucking just let the boys chase.
Which reminds me, I need to speak to someone's mum. No, not
someone's mum.
Oh, I'm sure I've explained that story too. Later.
How is me talking about my ex?
Don't worry, I'll explain.
Oh
later.
God. Oh Jesus. Right. Well, I mean, to be fair, this topic of reality TV will probably come up again when we have Queer Bash as guests. So we are gonna. So for the rest of the season soon, we're gonna be having a lot of guests. We got a lot of guests booked in, so that's gonna be happening real soon. And when we have Queer Bash on, I know me and Charles the Princess especially are gonna want to talk about Real Housewives. We've got a topic that's not that, but we gonna want to talk about that a bit because Charles, I hope, because I know you're watching, bitch. I hope that you have got on to. I can't remember if you said you already watched New York, but I know you said you were gonna watch. Oh no, you're halfway. Bitch, get to season 3. Get to season 3 of New York, and then also let me know when you start watching Atlanta, because I know she's waiting to watch Atlanta. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, anyone else have anything else to say about reality TV?
Should we go on the Crystal Maze?
I think I would do pretty well on like any physical kind of thing.
Because I remember watching some of the early seasons, well, the original run of the Crystal Maze before it's been remade with Richard Ayoade, which still brilliant. But they made some stupid fucking mistakes. Yeah. And you watch them go, I can't find the thing, and they're literally like touching it, and it's like, are you just deliberately doing that to piss us off?
Do you know what one would also be camp to do? The Red Bull soapbox things. Do you know what I mean? When they make you know what I mean, Will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. What's it called?
Soapbox. You make a little car, but no engine or anything, just brakes and wheels and a steering wheel, and you go downhill.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
And to be fair, that's like doing Robot Wars, because it's like you're building something, but except from we don't have to do all the sciencey shit. You know, just get bike bits and, you know, make it look like a dick or whatever, and, you know, ride it down the hill. I love that. That actually, that's one of my favorite things to watch. I love those things because it's like, it's just stupid. Like, it's stupid. But, yeah. And you know, I live such a serious life, so I like to. You know. Oh God. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Maybe we should make this podcast into a reality show. Might be a bit smoother.
Oh.
Sorry, I scripted that from the beginning of the episode.
And oop. But
this is when you insert the talking heads.
yeah. Oh god, I would love to do talking heads. Oh my god.
Shall we?
Oh my god. Maybe that could be like our trailer for season 2. Like we take clips from the podcast and then we do talking heads. Like that's a concept. Oh, that's a concept. Will, write it down. Yeah, that's the end.
Toodaloo, bitches.
Yeah. Peace out, Earth Tings. You know, the usual things. Do drugs, don't do drugs. Yeah.
Right, let's get this mic off.
Yeah.
And now, never before seen exclusive behind the scenes footage. You don't want to miss this.
So Mel, how do you feel about Alex always wanting to bring guns into the show?
Well, you know, she's just a walking stereotype as it is anyway. Smokes weed, 3 phones, clearly a drug dealer.
Do you know what? You're a fucking bitch at the voice yesterday, yeah? Because she went, Alex Fincher has 3 phones, and you know it's so hard to get a hold of her. But bitch, let me tell you, as someone who spends, you said something like, because I'm with her all the time, she sees your messages and she just don't reply. She just don't want to reply to you. I was like, what the fuck?
I think that's the only one you were annoyed about.
I wasn't annoyed by it. I was like, bitch, don't expose me. Because it's half true. Because sometimes like my phone will ping and I'll be like, no, not now. Okay, what's my question?
Okay. So Alex, what do you think the most controversial thing Mel has done on the podcast is?
I would say the most controversial thing I've seen Mel do on the podcast, or it's not so much what I've seen her do, it's what I've seen her not do, is be funny. Oh god, so are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Are we done?
Okay.
Alright, we did our exit already, right?
Yeah.